So apparently you all want to hear my Amanda story. You want to talk about Amanda. When I tell you I am still trying to unpack the trauma I experienced from this friendship, and while it doesn't have the aspect of differing complexions, it is full of diabolical behavior. I'm going to call her Amanda. Now, I met this Amanda in high school. We weren't particularly friends, but we got along. And then later in life, we met back up again. And wouldn't you know, we just had everything in common. Like our sense of humor was the same. At the time, like I did not party. I didn't really drink very much. And she was the same way. She was like really against it. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. We're like the same person. Why were we not better friends in high school? Note to everyone, if someone is exactly the same as you, has the same views, the same tastes, red flag. Because maybe they're just exactly like you, or maybe they're mirroring you. Now, without getting too into her past, she had a little bit of a rough upbringing. Didn't have a ton of good support, so I tried to be that for her. Like, as hard as I go on this app, the lengths and the intensity I go to for my friends in real life is a lot. I am ride or die for the women in my life. I don't fuck around, and if you do, you will find out when it comes to my friends. And for Amanda, I rode so hard for this girl. On the day that my childhood dog that I loved died, she called me up, like very close to when it happened, and said, hey, me and you know who just broke up. I need you to come get me. And I did. Sobbing, I jumped in my car, picked her up, picked all her shit up, and brought it home with me. This girl lived with me. I need you to know that so you understand how bad what she did was. So despite us being best friends, there were some pretty serious red flags along the way. There's a lot of like white lying that went on, which I just kind of ignored. Shouldn't have ignored, because I thought like, oh yeah, there's white lies, but she'd never really lie about anything that would actually hurt me, right? Right? Wrong. The first big betrayal that happened was when we were supposed to go on a trip together. Now, I need to be clear, I'm a woman-loving woman, but I didn't know that till later. So I dated like a bunch of guys. Regrets a mistake. Now, one time we had planned this trip where we were supposed to drive together up to a college to go see a guy that I was talking to. And literally the day before, she goes. She's not texting me back. We were planning this trip for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I'm hitting her up. I'm like, okay, today's today. I need to pick you up. What time should I pick you up? Like all these type of questions. Silence. Finally, I go, I'm going to be really mad at you if you are pulling out of this trip an hour before we are meant to leave. Oh, miraculously, I get a text back and it's like, well, I don't think that's fair. Girl. Now, I don't remember what the excuse was that she gave me at the time. I think she said it was a family issue, which again, she had a lot of family issues, but that wasn't true. I'll just spoil it for you. She had just met a guy, like literally had met him like the weekend before, and he had invited her to visit. So she had this guy she's just met, and she had me, her best friend, who she was living off and on with, her ride or die. And she picked to go by train to go visit him, which I did not realize till months and months later. But yeah. So right away, she's absolutely putting the validation from random men over me, her best friend. Now, granted, the man that I was going to see was in a band, was a synth player, had a lip ring, was very attractive, and often asked me about my V card and if I still had it. So, in the grand scheme of things, I think it's best I hadn't gone on that trip. But this was the first big betrayal for a man that I caught. Now, I said I caught because what I didn't know about my Amanda was that despite the fact that she was acting like my best friend and that she loved me and loved spending time with me, there was a resentment brewing within her. I honestly don't know what all the things were, but it had to be pretty bad for what she did to me. Oh God, okay, I'm gonna literally roll into part 2. I'll post it next. It gets so much worse.